So I want to do a series on miracles for my Tuesday vlogs on YouTube. So this is my first one, and I want to kind of talk about what I feel like led to me seeing more miracles in my life and ministry. So I think it was the end of 2018 where God started, he told me to start spending more time with him, like about 4 hours a day, just like praying in the spirit and worship and studying the word and listening to good preaching and stuff. Just spending time with him. So I started doing that then, and then it was probably February of 2019 or so that I started a Bible study for the Hispanics at our church, and so then I got to help a couple of ladies that were being oppressed by demons or bad spirits. Got to get them free, and then also there was a healing of a lady that had tumors in her uterus, and she got healed from all of that pain and discomfort, and I guess it just was gone. So but then that summer of 2019 I also started following on YouTube. I started following Jeremy and Miranda Nelson, and they have this like revival thing going on in San Diego called Fire and Glory. So I started to listen to them, and it's 4 nights a week, and they talk about whatever God tells them. Like, they just host the presence of God. But the thing of it is about listening to them is they're always talking about the miracles that God has done and that they've gotten to see and be a part of with God. And so I think that, like, just listening and being in that atmosphere, even though it was like online, I did go out there and spent a week out there, but all the rest of the time has been online. And I noticed after about a year of that was when I first noticed. It was probably 11 months of that, just listening to that and being in that all the time, that I noticed that there was a real level up in the amount of miracles that I started to see in my own life with people. So I noticed it when I went to see my kids in May in Viborg, and I got to pray for my son. He had it's like an inflammation of the bone in his hip where he couldn't really bend over without pain. Like, and it was a problem because he was like laying concrete and stuff like that. So anyways, I just felt to lay hands on him and pray for him, and all the pain left, and he went roller skating with us, and he had no pain. And then later, I got to pray for his girlfriend, who he's married to now, but and I didn't really know what the Holy Spirit wanted to do with her, but I just started praying for her, and my hand felt warm, and I put it on her head, and then it got really hot, and she was like sweating. And even my son in the next room, he said he could feel the heat coming out from us, and it was like the fire of God. So like I knew to start praying about the fire of God coming into her life and burning up all God's enemies and all her enemies in her life, just whatever. Because God's enemies in our life is like sickness, disease, trauma, like any oppression of the enemy. So so I was praying that for her, and then she all of a sudden she was just like, and I was like, what? And she said that she was there was this tension in her neck that left, and I think that it had been such a chronic thing that she had never mentioned it, but and that there was this pain in her right here that disappeared because all of this tension left while I was praying for her. So whatever that was. But and also I prayed for my sister's foot on that same trip, where she had broken a bone in her foot and it had never healed right, and so it was still causing her pain when she walked. And the Lord healed that, and then so she got up and she was walking, and she was like, "This is so weird. It doesn't hurt." But that's the trip when I noticed that it had really, my like the miracles that God was letting me be a part of had like leveled up. And I think that just listening to them all the time talking about miracles, because what you focus on, you empower. And I feel like the more you talk about miracles, the more miracles are just released. Like, people, I don't know what it is about that, but you just start thinking about something, you just start talking about it, and it just kind of manifests, I guess. I don't know, because yeah, it's like what you think about, what you talk about, you tend to get. So kind of an encouragement, like, to really think about the miracles that you've seen in your life, and that, and also just that I want to start talking about the things that God has done, because to help, because to help people receive from God, because he wants to pour out his love on people like that. So anyways, I think that's it for this week. All right. Blessings. Thanks for listening. Bye.